Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight on the program, it is the SDS Super Dirt Series Midgets here tonight from the virtual Volusia Speedway Park, located in Barberville, Florida. We get set for another round of the series. Brett Wheeler joined shortly by Mr. Wesley Outland. He's trying to wake up in the AM. We've got some cars on the racetrack right now. We've got qualifying on screen. We take a look at the driver on track right now in the United Sim Sports Origin Graphics. Car number 11 from Western Australia, Callum Davidson. Trying to set a lap time, trying to beat the time of Joel Berkeley with a 16.917. A 16.917 Davidson. He'll stop the clock at a 17.141. Take a look down the bottom left. Is the driver on screen at the moment, Jack Murphy. Here is the SMS. Number 57, Elliot Osborne. Elliot Osborne on the racetrack again, trying to best the time. 16.917. 16.917. 57. 55 drivers have taken a time. Make that 56 as Elliot Osborne jumps to position number 6. So just awaiting probably one, maybe two more drivers at best. But there you can see your top 20 on the left-hand side of your screen. And well, what a top 10 it is. And what a field we have set here for another round of the SDS, the Super Dirt Series Midgets here at the virtual Volusia Speedway Park. Of course, big thanks to our sponsors here at Ultimate Dirt TV. Big thanks to, of course, Wicked Cushion, World of Thunder Racing League, and Loud Pedal Productions. Joel Berkeley goes quick time. We've got a minute to run through the field. We're not going to get through all 56 drivers, so let's just go through what we can. Joel Berkeley, 16.917, goes quick time. Bob King goes second quick. Third quick tonight is going to be Aaron Kelly. Bradley Oldfield will be the first driver not into the 19-second bracket, but 17.005, just ahead of Caden Brown by 1/1000th of a second. With the 17.006, Caden Brown rounds out the top 5. Elliot Osborne home in 6th. 7th is Harry Stewart. Riley Stewart in 8th. Todd Atkins 9th. Devon Stove rounds out the top 10. Then we go back to Tyler Stralo in 11th. Clayton Tilley 12th. Rico Robles in 13th. Mitchell G 14th. Boyd Bowden 15th. Hayden Pascoe 16th. Brad O'Brien 17th. Rodney Shute 18th. 19th. Callum Davidson and Mitchell Broom going to round out the 20 cars. Well, the top 20 out of the 59 drivers that did get to take a lap time here tonight. So Wesley's going to be joining us here in just a second. We go through the qualifying results for you right now, coming up on your screen. Joel Berkeley, there it is, 16.917. That is official qualifying results. 6 heat races on the program. Let's go through heat race number 1 with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Joel Berkeley going to start on pole, heat number 1. On the outside of the front row, the United Sim Sports car number 11, Harry Stewart out of position 2. Rico Robles will start position 3. Callum Davidson will start position number 4. Benjamin Matchett will start position 5. Kobe Dent lines up out of position number 6. Kane Della will start position 7. Jamie Higgs lines up out of position number 8. Then we go back to Daniel Boyd lining up on the inside of the 5th and final row, position number 9. And Shannon Blackburn will start position number 10. That's a look there at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Tell you what a belt of a front row. Stewart and Berkeley. And the go cars rolling off on the front straightaway right now behind the iRacing.com pace vehicle. So you'll see 6 heat races here tonight where we'll take the top 3. And then from those heats, the drivers that don't make the heat races, the main event, they will be put into one of 3 B mains. where those B mains will only take top 2 to make up what should be a 24 car field. Here we go, heat number 1. Set to start here at Volusia. Track should really start to widen out as we get towards probably the B mains. We've got some slick patches already on the virtual racetrack at the moment. Of course, let's hope that the track does continue to progress throughout the night, and hopefully we don't see any kind of reset. But here we go. Super Dirt Series Midgets here at the virtual Volusia Speedway Park, waiting for the green. Berkeley and Stewart, they hit the line together. Green flag is out, heat number 1. Berkeley going to slide up in front of Stewart. Stewart now all over the back of him, climbing all over the tail tank as they work their way down into turn number 3 and 4 for the first time this evening. Here he comes, Berkeley back to the inside. They'll race off for turn 4. Give it to Berkeley at the start-finish line. Now sliding up in front of Stewart again. The battle for the 1 and 2 positions up for grabs. He's got Callum Davidson back there in third, trying to stick his nose into what should be or what is now a 3-car battle for the race lead. Berkeley with a crossover once again. He will lead at the stripe again. Same as what we've seen in the opening couple of laps. Berkeley slides up 10-lap heat races here tonight at Volusia. Here he comes, Stewart to the inside. He's going to stay down. He's going to stay down low, trying to get the drive there off the turn, but opens up the door for Callum Davidson. There he comes. Berkeley going to hold off the challenge there from Stewart as Davidson works back around the outside. He'll look for second down into turn number 3 and 4. Stewart under all sorts of heavy pressure right now from his teammate Callum Davidson. Berkeley for Slick Sim Sports has got the number 1 position at the moment. Nilly. We're about to reach the half race distance here in heat race number 1 as they come off at turn 4. Cross flags are in the air. Joel Berkeley continues to lead halfway home in heat number 1. 5 down and 5 to run. Stewart holding off Davidson as they work their way through turn number 1 and 2. Once again, let's take a look on board right now with Callum Davidson and get a real good look at this racetrack and just seeing how it's progressing so far and what it's like for the drivers to be out there in heat race number 1. And no doubt the drivers in heats 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 are really going to be paying close attention to how the racetrack progresses throughout the night. Berkeley now once again continuing to lead every lap of the race so far, but it's Stewart closing in once again, 0.3 of a second at the start-finish line. Down the back stretch here in heat number 1, lap number 8 of 10. They'll come to the line this time by 2 to run at the stripe. Stewart got no choice but right now to follow Berkeley through 1 and 2. He's going to follow him down into turns 3 and 4 once again. He'll look to cut it down low on the exit of turn 4, but gets those tyres right through the slick. The white flag is out at race number 1. Here at the Volusia Speedway Park, it's Joel Berkeley into turn number 3 and 4. The perfect start to the night, and heat number 1 goes to Joel Berkeley. He will get the win. He will move into our main event tonight. In fact, might even move into a pole shuffle or a dash later on. Harry Stewart going to come home second. Callum Davidson home in that third and final transfer position. Let's bring up those heat race number 1 results for you right now. Super Dirt Series Midgets at Volusia. Berkeley, Stewart and Davidson. They all get a spot in tonight's main event. Robles, Matchett, Della, Boyd, Higgs, Blackburn and Dent. Well, they're all going to one of 3 B-mains here tonight. Heat race number 2. Let's take a look at how they line up right now with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on pole, that'll be Bob King. On the outside of the front row, car number 38, that'll be Riley Stewart, position number 2. Position number 3 for DMS Sim Sports, it'll be Mitchell G. On his outside, out of position number 4, Mitchell Broom in car 35, going to start position 4. Third row inside, out of position 5, that's Jackson Barberry. And then we go back to Caleb Mills in caliber 10, starting position number 6. Position 7 inside your 4th row, the second last row. In caliber, what I believe normally drives a number 50 machine, that'll be Clayton Davies on his outside in the 036. Hayden Lyon will start position number 8. And the 5th and final row here on heat race number 2, the Super Nerd Series Midgets at the virtual Volusia Speedway Park. On the iRacing.com service, Caden Barker will start position number 9. TJ Pollard will start position at number 10. So certainly have to keep an eye on that DMS Sim Sports MG Contracting number 4 machine of Mitchell G. Once again, the top 3 going straight through to your main event. Everybody else through to the back of one of 3 B mains here on the program tonight. We get set. Riley Stewart on the outside of the front row. Bob King on the inside on the pole position. As wait for the green from the iRacing bar to the iRacing flagman, as Wesley calls him. Green into turn number 1 and 2. They're 2 and 3 wide. Clayton Davies going to move up into position number 4. Meanwhile, it's going to be Riley Stewart to lead down into turns 3. Here he comes, Mitchell G in that MG Contracting number 4 machine. Art King working back around the outside. King going to move back to second. The battle is going to be on right now for third and fourth as Clayton Davies all over the back of Mitchell G. Stewart still holding on to the race lead. Slider line into turn number 3 and 4. The left front are really picking up there. Clayton Davies gets Caden Barker now. And Davies King with a slide job for the race lead. It's on for 4th, 5th, and 6th right now. We got, I think that's Barker going around. Tell you what, Riley Stewart, a hell of a drive. Oh, King comes up the racetrack. They bang wheels on the front stretch. Look at the left front. Oh, no. There goes Stewart. There goes Mitchell G. And there goes Caleb Mills. Man, better stroke of luck there for Bob King. Clayton Davies moves into second. Mitchell Broom in the 35 machine in third. Then you go back to Hayden Lyon. And then Jackson Barberry in the 74. That's that purple and yellow Penrite Oils entry on the right of your screen in car 74. Returns number 1 and 2. We are halfway home. It'll be 4 to run this time by. So now past half race distance. Lyon trying to close the gap there on Mitchell Broom in the number 35 machine, but not going to happen this time by. This field really spread out now due to the contact with Riley Stewart just getting all sorts of crossed up in 1 and 2 a few laps ago. And caught the MG Contracting number 4 machine of Mitchell G, who finds himself at the moment in 6th position. So probably not, definitely not where he wants to be, considering that he was running in a transfer position. Watching Clayton Davies on screen at the moment. He's been in some pretty good form in the fixed setup races that I've been in, or that I've seen over on the old Luke's Esports page. Of course, don't forget tonight, yes, we are live across Facebook and YouTube as we've been given the Wonder Green signal right now here at the virtual Volusia Speedway Park down into turn number 1 and 2 for the final time. Heat number 2 about to wrap up into turns 3 and 4 goes Bob King. Checkered flag is out. King will win. Clayton Davies going to come home second. He spun us across the line. Not sure whether he was out of fuel, whether he was just checking that car up. Mitchell Broom going to come home in that third and final transfer position. Heat number 2 results making their way onto the race screens right now. Bob King, Clayton Davies, and Mitchell Broom. 3 drivers advancing to our main event tonight here at the virtual Volusia Speedway Park. Everybody else you see from 4th on back, they get sent to one of 3 B mains. We're about to start the third heat race of 6 here tonight. Let's take a look at how they line up. With your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid and starting on pole for DMS Sim Sports in car number 2, Aaron Kelly. On the outside of the front row, that'll be Todd Atkins. Inside your second row, TJS Sim Sports at number 14, Machine of Boyd Bowden. He will start position 3 out of position number 4. We'll see Brandon Thomas lining up on the outside of your second row. Damon Mush, car number 12, will start position number 5. Adam Day will start position number 6. We go back to Carl Hoffman's out of position number 7. Position number 8, that'll be the DMS Sim Sports of Lockie Beatty. Position number 9, Warwick Taylor and Braden Cooley will start position number 10. We say good morning to Wesley Outland. How are you, buddy?
Good morning. How was everybody doing? What's up, buddy?
I was just going to say, you sound like you woke up, but I think... I know you did just wake up.
I did.
You have a good sleep?
I did.
Many hours?
I did. Probably went to bed about... I went to bed probably about 2 o'clock U.S. time this morning. So about 4.5 hours maybe. So yeah. I'm good. Let's rock and roll.
All right. Well, here we go. Heat number 3. I've seen some good racing so far. The opening heat. Heat 2 was a bit strung out just a little bit, but we're here at the virtual Volusia Speedway Park. Heat number 3 of the Super Dirt Series Midgets at Volusia. That may have been a jump start from Todd Atkins in the 36. Who knows if that's going to stand, but Aaron Kelly running in second, Bowden in third. Then you go back to Mush and keep an eye on Lockie Beatty, maybe trying to come through the field as Carl Hoffmans works his way to the middle of the racetrack.
Volusia, very unique half-mile racetrack. I know it's big, but it's also a fast facility. As we see now, Aaron Kelly go to P1. Atkins will fall back to the number 2 spot. They all go battling down the back straightaway, and still, look at this battle taking top 3 to the show.
Yeah, Aaron right there running in second position. That'll be Atkins, block the slider line down into turn number 1 and 2. You see the left front that really picks up here on these midgets as there comes Atkins once again, protecting that bottom side down into turn number 3. Just takes away the slider coming in from Aaron Kelly, but Kelly all over the back of him, and well, he must have an oversized mirror on that race car, but really protecting that bottom side. He opens it up. Here he comes, Kelly to the inside.
Atkins, Kelly, Bowden, top 3. Here they come. Working lap 4 of 10 now, 5 of 10, halfway next time around. Battle going on for the lead again. Atkins, Kelly continuing to battle. Slider up the racetrack. Kelly protects back on the bottom, Atkins to the outside. A battle, a dandy for the top spot going in heat 3 and a 1. The one in the wall. Man, oh man, trouble.
Yeah, that was Atkins. So Boyd Bowden. Bowden going to move into second, and Carl Hoffmans, he will move into position number 3. And again, they practice a bit of social distancing here on the racetrack, and well, this big unique D, it's more of a D-shape half mile too, because the back stretch isn't so much a back straightaway, Wesley.
That's right. It's very, reminds me a lot of a backwards Richmond, if you will. A backwards Richmond as they make their way off of turn number 2. It's kind of like a sharp angle as you make your way around into turn number 3. Aaron Kelly, Bowden, Hoffmans now goes to the number 3 position. But a tough break there for the 36 of Todd Atkins in the show, battling with the leader now, falls all the way back to the number 8 position. And we are looking to come to the 2 to go signal this time by as Aaron Kelly in the 2 leads in heat number 3 at Volusia.
Yeah, started on pole, heat race number 3. And again, that start was very questionable. Maybe the green had come out and Kelly was sleeping on that one. So who knows what may have eventuated from that initial start. But nonetheless, Kelly finds his way down into turn number 3 and 4 for the penultimate time. The white flag going to come out from Barney, the iRacing flag. Tell you what, Peter, he's been pretty quiet here tonight.
Been a pretty quiet race so far as, again, heat number 3 quietly about to come to a conclusion as Aaron Kelly hits his marks here at Volusia, the big green off turn number 4. Coming to the line, checkered flag. All right, Barney, why aren't you waving the checkered flag? Come on, buddy, the heat race is over. And we got one flying through the air there on the cool-down lap as everybody comes around. Top 3 going to the show. What a show here in heat race 3 at Volusia. And there goes the man that got it done.
He gets a little bit lazy. There's old Barney. Let's take a look at heat race number 3. Those finishing results for you right now. Aaron Kelly, Boyd Bowden, and Damon Mush. The top 3 cars that will make tonight's show. Of course, heat race number 4. We've got 6 heat races on the program where we take the top 3. Move into the second half of our heat races. Let's take a look. It's your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
All right. The Super Dirt Series here at Volusia, live on UDTV on Facebook and YouTube. Bradley Oldfield for United Sim Sports on the pole in the 21. Devin Stove will start second in the 56.
Yeah, teammate of Bradley Oldfield, Hayden Pascoe for United Sim Sports will start position number 3. Lachlan Horton will start position number 4.
Well, related to Bradley is Bo Oldfield. He's in the 084. He'll start 5th, and one of the greats of midget racing on iRacing, Darcy Wilson, will fire off that 5 in the 6th position.
Blake Walsh for Tanked SRT will start position 7. Vince Romeo will start position number 8.
Hey, that's Mr. Blake Walsh to you right there. Dean Jenkins will fire off for the 9th position, and Jack Murphy, 54 and 055 in row number 5.
There we go. And yes, as far as the Oldfield boys go, cousins they are, Wesley.
Cousins. Well, they're keeping it in the family, though.
Yes, not a bad handy. Both of them actually were, in fact, I think Bo's a pretty handy junior sedan driver, and Bradley Oldfield was the first driver to win back-to-back Western Australian junior titles as well, I've been told. So these guys know how to pedal, that's for sure, and especially Bradley. No favoritism, he's a teammate of mine, by the way.
We'll see what happens here with Bradley Oldfield. Stove on the front row. Peter, the pace truck driver, drops on the pit lane here at Volusia. Barney, the iRacing flagman, will wave the green flag, and here we go. 10 laps to distance in heat number 4 underway. Top 3 go to the show. After we finish this one up, this will be the top 12 in the show now.
Here comes Pascoe to the inside there on Horton. Horton going to turn it back underneath him. There's Bo Oldfield behind him. And then you go back to Blake Walsh as well right there. Oh no, Horton and Pascoe come together, but there goes Horton. Upside down, that's Horton. Horton and Wilson come together. Here comes Walsh. Walsh has moved into second. Pascoe tags the back of him. Oh, gets him. And now 2 more cars, Stove and Romeo. They get back by and they'll move into second and third.
There you go. And a big trouble right there a moment ago off of turn number 1. Several cars being taken out. Horton and Murphy, the pick of the litter, is now Oldfield and Stove and Romeo. Here comes Mr. Walsh. He'll move his way to third, or will he? Outside looking in, the leaders go back into turn 1, but Oldfield with a big lead.
Yeah, Oldfield's got the field covered at the moment by about a second and a half here. And we're just closing in. We close in right now on 4 laps complete, so we've still got 6 circuits around Volusia. Pascoe around the outside of Vince Romeo. That's for position number 4. Not for a transfer position, but a good starting position in tonight's B-Main. If Pascoe, if he wants to get into the show, he needs to get by the car in front of him. That's Blake Walsh in the 3rd and final transfer spot.
Off of turn 4, back across the line. It's Oldfield, Stove, Mr. Walsh into 3rd, but it is a hot and heated position as here comes Pascoe and Romeo trying to battle for those machines in the top 5 just after halfway. 5 down, 5 to go, 4 to go at the whip this time. By off the fluff, here comes Oldfield. Top shelf, big advantage over second place Stove. They go to 1, but he reels him in on the bottom of the corner, and here comes Mr. Walsh to boot.
Yeah, Walsh was the driver that used the crossover move out of turn number 4 to get back by Hayden Pascoe. Pascoe trying to run the top, but now trying to cut back down to the low side out of turn 4. Time running out for Hayden Pascoe to get into the show. Again, he needs to get by Walsh for that 3rd and final transfer position. This time by for your race leader, Bradley Oldfield. He's opened up a 2-second gap now, 2 to run.
Back across the line. Oldfield, he is leading, but that leading margin starting to shrink. However, Stove and Pascoe battling for 2nd and 3rd. This is allowing Walsh to close in behind Pascoe now. And now this also is allowing Oldfield to pull away. White flag in the air, 1 more to go. The battle is for 2nd and 3rd. Final time around. They got to go to the show, or do they wreck each other? Final time to the back straightaway here at Volusia. Change up for positions.
Yeah, there goes Pasco on by. Do you see him coming out of turn number 4 this time by? There is Bradley Oldfield, your winner. Devon Stove, second. Hayden Pasco going to get the third and final transfer position over Blake Walsh, who comes home 4th. Vince Romeo going to round out the top 5. Both Romeo and Walsh advancing 3 positions there in heat race number 4. But the win, he could not be any more dominating in that heat race. Bradley Oldfield for United Sim Sports will get the win ahead of Devon Stove and Hayden Pasco in 2nd and 3rd. There it is, heat number 4 complete. Our penultimate heat race of the night. Heat number 5 here at the virtual Volusia Speedway Park for the Super Dirt Series. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
Here we go, another 3 drivers transfer from this. Caden Brown, 97 on the pole. Tyler Strelo in the 51 for TGS Sim Sports. They're row 1.
Brad O'Brien in car 77 will start position 3 on his outside. At a position number 4, that'll be Harry Doyle.
Dylan DeBono will be 5th in the 4 to the outside. Dell Jordanson from New Zealand. He's in the 27. He'll start 6th position.
And we go back to Curtis Peel. Will start position number 7. And Tyler Shelford lines up at a position 8 with Nate Truen lining up in the 9th and final position here tonight. So there we go. Heat number 5. Tyler Shelford, in fact, did not make the grid. So that's going to make this just an 8-car heat race.
So there we go.
We've still got 3 B mains to get through too as well after these 2 heat races. Hopefully there's no dash or pole shuffle. Let's just get straight into the show and, well, let's get ready for bed ourselves. What do you reckon? Well, you're just waking up.
Maybe go back to bed, possibly. I was just telling the girlfriend, Megan, she's like, why are you awake now, honey? I was like, well, I wake up every morning around 6:30 for Tuesday's coverage for the Australian Super Dirt Series. I come to do that here the last 3 weeks or so. It's always fun. Strelo and O'Brien ready to come to the green flag. Doyle and a DeBono, row number 2. Jordison P. Y'all will now get ready to come in the row 3. And again, here they come. Beautiful looking non-wing midgets off of turn number 4. They'll hit the gas and they're on the way here. Taking 3, they go to green flag. Into turn number 1, look at this 4 wide almost. Now fan back 3 deep, now single file. Brad O'Brien jumping into the lead as they go to the back stretch, heading for 3 in the contact in the back there.
Yeah, keeping an eye on Caden Brown. He actually was given an EOL now. Whether he asked for that or not, he's maybe trying to come through the field. There he is in the 97, just caught the inside tyre. We got Truen upside down, but...
Whoa, trouble.
Yeah, Peel now holding off Dale Jordison. Jordison up the inside. Jordison going to move into third, make that 4th position. I'll get it right eventually.
Here they come off of turn number 4. Brad O'Brien is leading the way. Tyler Strelo, 2nd. Dylan DeBono, 3rd. There's your top 3 going to the show. They are single file. Change up for position. Here comes Doyle and Jordison. Battle for 3rd and 4th as they go into 3.
Yeah, Jordison going to make this slider work into turn number 3 and 4. He'll take 3rd position away. No challenge back from the inside, and he'll now hang on to 3rd position. Now sets his sights on that Dryden performance. TJS Sim Sports entry, the number 51 machine of Tyler Stralo. Nate Truen, he's had a tough going in this one. He's out of this one. Curtis Peel out of this heat race as well. Lap number 5, so 4 complete here at Volusia. We are getting set next after this one for our final heat race of the night before our 3 B mains. But O'Brien continues to lead the way from Tyler Stralo.
Yeah, what a job for Brad O'Brien, man. He's out in front. He's got a strong ride right now in the 57 machine. Tyler Strelo, the 51 to the number 2 position, followed by Jordison 3rd. There's the 27. They go to the back straight away into turn number 3. Coming off of turn 4 this time around. It is halfway home. Now make it 4 to go with Brad O'Brien now trying to battle Tyler Strelo for the lead. Change up for position. Strelo to the lead. O'Brien with a crossover back on the bottom of the racetrack at 3 to go. Here they go to 3 this time around.
It's 3 to run this time by. It's Stralo and O'Brien side by side. Stralo to the inside in the 51 machine. That's the white and green car. O'Brien in the black and green number 77 machine. Looking to slide up. Leaves a lane now for Stralo. Stralo powers back around the outside. Stralo this time, he'll protect the slider going down into turn number 3 and 4. Tell you what, Dale Jordison might be licking his chops here, but the time is starting to run out. 2 to run, and here comes the 27 of Dale Jordison.
Look at this off of turn number 2. Back straight away. Strelo and O'Brien battling there. There's second place. Jordanson. Look at this big margin they have over one another. White flag in the air. One more lap to go. Here comes the battle for the lead. O'Brien, Strelo, one more time. Up the racetrack off of turn 2. Who will it be, Brett?
I don't know, but Dale Jordanson's just crashed out there, so he won't even make the show. Off for turn 4. It's Strelo and O'Brien. Strelo going to win here at heat number 5. Tyler Strelo gets the job done in the TJS Sim Sports number 51 machine. Brad O'Brien in car 77. Now, we've seen him on what was a Sunday night for the American, but Monday here for us with the World of Thunder Racing League. Runs the sprint cars quite often, so generally see him a couple of times a week here on Ultimate Dirt TV. O'Brien will grab second, and Caden Brown will get that third and final transfer position, which means he's going to the show one way or another. They had nearly 4 seconds over the rest of the field, Strelo and O'Brien.
Yes, sir.
That's dominating. Sixth and final heat race coming up next. Let's take a look at how they line up here with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
Top 3 transfer. This will lock 18 here at Volusia for the Super Dirt Series at Midgets at Volusia on UDTV. Elliot Osborne, 57 on the pole. Clayton Tilley from a Momentum Sim Sport of the 1. He's on row 1.
Rodney Shute in car number 26 will start position 3. And the United Sim Sports entry of Damian Butler going to start position at number 4.
So here we go with Aaron Hatton in the 211. He'll start 5th. Tyler McQuilkin will start 6th in the 47, row 3.
Row number 4, we'll see Graham Smith in car number 24 start position 7. On his outside, Regan Edwards, the 49, will start position 8. And your 9th and final starter in car 52. That'll be Bryce Bayfield. There we go. 9 starters. Heat number 6. Final heat of the night. And you can just see how wide this racetrack is getting, Wesley. All right, it's only a matter of time before that bottom side really starts to come back in.
Ready for the field to set up here. The final heat race, as you reiterated on. This is heat race number 6. We've locked in 15 drivers. This will lock in 18 right here. So, do the math. Top 3 from 6 heats. That's 18. We'll have 3 last chance qualifiers. They'll be DCB mains, but they're last chance races. Top 2 transfer to the A mains. That'll lock in your 24 car field. Green in the air. We're underway in heat number 6. Battle on the outside. Osborne, Tilley, they're battling for the point. Butler in the battle there as well. Top 3 pull away by a cat's whisker, or will they? As here comes Shutt and McWilkin, top 5 and 6 off the corner, lap 1. Wow.
Man, throw a blanket over this heat race already, they 2, and still nearly 3 wide through turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be Hatton in front of Elliot Osborne down the back stretch. Osborne back to the inside in the 57 machine. Slides up. Butler going to lose a position or 2, make that 3. Butler's gone back to position number 6. Meanwhile, Tilley out in front, but it's the team cars of Hatton and Osborne. They continue to battle side by side. Let's look at McQuilkin to the 47. Here comes Butler back to the outside, and Graham Smith now peeks to the inside. Look at Shute trying to come through the middle.
Look at this battle continuing. Here they come across the stripe. Another lap of the board. Here comes Tilley on the bottom. Tilley, the Osborne entry to the outside. Hatton is there. Look at this going on here. Tilley, Osborne, Hatton, 1, 2, and 3 trying to go to the show. And we are getting ready to come to 2 laps to halfway. What a job they're putting on here at Volusia.
Oh no, there's some contact down into turn number 1. That was McQuilkin and Hatton who come together. Meanwhile, 3 wide behind him. Shoot up on the inside. Smith in the middle and Damian Butler in that United Sim Sports Valvoline entry back there. 3 wide on the top side again into turn number 3 and 4. Hatton, he is leading this pack of midgets down into turns 1 and 2. Just behind the drivers in first and second. So the battle is very well and truly on for this final transfer position. And Aaron Hatton, he has got the final golden ticket to the main event.
Look at this off of turn number 4. What a battle. Clayton Tilley leading the way. Elliot Osborne, Hatton is there. They are 1, 2, and 3. Time running out. 3 to go here at Volusia. Who's going to be the 3 to the show? Who's going to the LC qualifiers? Off of the turn. Look at this great battle for third. Heating up behind Hatton as they go back to turn 1. Tilly and Osborne pulling away now in the corner.
Yeah, Shoot and McQuilkin. Shoot in the mobile one, number 67 Machine on the outside. And here comes that Domino's number 47 entry of Tyler McQuilkin. He'll slide up as Shoot looks for the crossover. What this is allowing, it's allowing Aaron Hutton in the 211 to pull away. Butler on the outside of McQuilkin. Here comes Butler. I don't think he's going to have enough time to get up to position number 3. We look up towards the front of the field. The black and red number 51 Machine of Clayton. Tilly hard. One car into the wall hard. I think that was Damian Butler who caught himself in the inside or the outside. Utah is out. That opening, a big ride for Damian Butler.
Clayton Tilly hitting his marks in the number 1 spot in P1. Come on, Barney. Wave that checkered flag, darn it. It's over. Heat number 6 will go to Clayton Tilly in the 1. He'll transfer. The other 2 drivers behind them. Hatton is going to go to 2nd and 3rd, as that will wrap it up also with Osborne. And there they go. Those top 3 will go to the A main. And what is up with Barney, the iRacing flagman, here tonight? He is being lazy at Volusia. What in the world? Come on.
I think his arm's been sore a week from waving those flags in the official races.
Too much World of Thunder Sunday night at Kokomo.
Yeah, he needed a break. He needs to get ready for Wednesday night there. But there we go. Heat number 6. Clayton Tilly, Momentum Sim Sports, your winner. 4/10 of a second over Elliot Osborne, Aaron Hatton in 3rd. And those 3 drivers going to the main event. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. We've got 12 lap B mains, 3 of those to be exact, with what we just confirmed with our top 2 going through.
We've locked in 18 drivers, so from the 6 heat races, Rico Robles will be on the B main number 1, and the 3 from the U.S. Man, hey, he's around my time probably. And Mr. Blake Walsh, the 097, will start 2nd. There we go. That's row 1.
Benjamin Matchett will start position number 3. Vince Romeo lines up at a position number 4.
Kane Deller will start 5th in the 95. And one of the best, Darcy Wilson in the number 5 machine. He'll start 6th outside row 3.
Daniel Boyd will start position number 7. Dean Jenkins lines up at a position number 8.
Jamie Higgs in the 849th, and Bo Oldfield, the 084, he'll start 10th.
We go back to row number 6. That'll be Shannon Blackburn out of position 11. Lachlan Horton lines up out of position number 12. And Kobe Dent will start position number 13.
There we go.
Can confirm Bo Oldfield, Benjamin Matchett, 2 cars did not grid. So 11 cars, 11 drivers, fighting for 2 positions. I mean, if we thought those heat races were cutthroat taking the top 3, we now only take the top 2, and we've got roughly the same amount of cars, if not just a couple more than what we've seen in the heat races.
And there is a blimp view of why we call Volusia the D, shades of like Richmond Raceway, Richmond International Raceway for the Cup Series of dirt cars. As here they come off of turn 4. Here we go with the line. This is it. B main 1. Taking 2, that's all that's going to the dance. They're underway. A good start for Rico Robles. He'll pull away. Mr. Blake Walsh there at the number 2 position. Deller, Romeo, Wilson, top 5. Long way to go. Short time to get there. Here they come roaring off turn 4. 4 cars battling for 3rd on the outside, looking in lap 1.
Robles and Walsh side by side. Walsh with a slide job into turn number 1 and 2 on Robles. Robles turns it back underneath him. Keep an eye on Kane Dillon and that number 95 machine working 3/4 of the way up the racetrack. You see Darcy Wilson. That's the purple machine just trying to come into the screen to the top 3. Right now it continues to be Rico Robles, Walsh and Della side by side. Della going to keep that car on the bottom side. Look for the drive down the back straight away. Some of the D-shape back stretch into turns 3 and 4. Here he comes. He holds on to position, or he moves into position 2 right now as Walsh moves back to 3rd.
Here they go back into turn number 1 and 2. Up the racetrack goes Rico Robles. Deller on the bottom. Walsh is there. He's on the outside looking in he was in the top spot. Now he's on the outside in 3rd. Robles pulling away this time around this 12-lap B main. Number 1, 5 of 12 coming around 2 to halfway, and Robles leads off of turn 2.
Tell you what, Blake Walsh, he is not done with just yet. He is really putting the pressure on the number 95 machine of Kane Della. That's if Della doesn't make the mistake. Man, their left front nearly caught the tyre. They're on the pit road entry. They're off for turn 4 on the front stretch. Here he comes once again. Walsh up on the inside. He'll get the front. He'll get off the car on the inside. That'll force Della to move up the racetrack. And here he comes back to the inside. Walsh has second at the line at the halfway stage.
Oh, we're halfway home here. 7 of 12, 6 remaining. Rico Robles out in front. Kay Deller second spot. Those cars pulling away 1 and 2. Walsh now back in the show. In second as here they come to the line with 5 remaining.
Tell you what, let's ride on board right now with Kane Della. Oh, there goes Darcy Wilson with a slide job down into turns number 1 and 2. If Della gets to the top side, let's go on board Darcy Wilson. In fact, we'll watch him just wheel this thing on the top side. Look at the left front. We'll try and get a better angle of that one. Watch this left front really just pick up, Wesley. Man, they are just hauling 855 right now.
What a move. Battling on the inside of the machine of Mr. Blake Walsh. He's on the bottom. And look at these guys fighting for 3rd and 4th with Darcy Wilson, Kane Deller, and Mr. Blake just staying on the inside of the racetrack. He's catfishing on the bottom. Everybody else up in the fluff, into the groove, into the top shelf off of turn number 2. Back straight away, it's still Robles and Walsh there leading the way. They're going to come to the line and 2 to go, this time by Volusia. B-Main 1.
Man, look at Della seesawing at the wheel, especially through turns 3 and 4. We go into 1 and 2. Now we're to cut it back through the middle of the racetrack. 2 to run at the stripe, and now 1.5 to run down the back stretch. As it's all Rico Robles out in front. Blake Walsh. Look at Della work on the top side again. Walsh gets a little crossed up. That was very tight at the line. 1 to run for your race leader. Wesley, the battle between Kane Della and Blake Walsh. It is an absolute pearl of a finish.
Yeah, that's the battle. That's the barn burner. Rico Robles looking his chops. He loves where he's at. He's in P1. Here he comes, exiting off 4. He'll take the checker flag. He'll transfer. His car spinning across the finish line. And that is Walsh going around, and it looks like he's going to be out of the show. We're looking to see who got 2nd and 3rd, and that'll wrap up number 1. What a job by Robles. All right, let's take a look at the results here. Oh, my goodness, what a B main that was right there. I know it says it's a D main, but we are not going like through the alphabet soup. It is a last chance race, so the top 2 go to the A main. And let's look at the results here of number 1. Rico Robles over getting it done. Kane Deller holding off Mr. Blake Walsh. How about that, Brett? He spun coming off of turn 4, just shy, missing the opportunity to go to the A main. Deller takes him down. Everyone else on back is done. Even Darcy Wilson is out tonight here at Volusia.
Yeah, it's a shame for the drivers third on back, but well, they've got a chance to come tomorrow night. The Rush Sim Racing Midgets Super League in action at the dirt track at Charlotte from about 8 p.m. That'll be 8 p.m. Eastern time over here in Australia. But let's take a look. B-Main number 2. Let's take a look at how they line up here with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
Hayden Lyon on the pole in B-Main number 2. In the 036, Dylan DeBono will start on the outside of the number 4, row 1.
Jackson Barberry will start position number 3. Harry Doyle will line up out of position at number 4.
Mitchell Gee in the 004 starts 5th. Del Jordanson of the 27 wants redemption. He'll fire off 6th in row number 3.
Out of position number 7 will be Caden Barker. Curtis Peel will line up out of position number 8.
Caleb Mills in the number 10 firing off 9th, and Nate Traywin will be in the 58. He'll start 10th position.
Out of position 11, that'll be Riley Stewart. Tyler Shelford, position number 12. And TJ Pollard will line up out of position number 13.
So there's the lineup.
In fact, we had 4 cars not make the grid. Doyle, Truan, Stewart, and Shelford. So 9 cars, top 2. My picks are probably going to be Dale Jordison and Mitchell G. I think those 2 drivers will get they'll get the chocolates here tonight.
All right, we'll see what happens. I'm going to try to say I'm going to go with Barberry and DeBono is who I'm going to pick here. So let's see. Off of turn 4, green in the air, we're underway. This is B main number 2. It says C main, but we're not going through official of the alphabet soup. This is one car turning, spinning, going around. Jordanson. Oh my goodness, the 27. No caution. They'll come around to the line. Look at this battle for the lead. DeBono and Barker finding lap 1.
Tell you what, Barker drove around the outside of Mitchell G there. Barker in that green machine. G in the black and red at number 4 machine. DeBono, your race leader, but Mitchell G quickly moves into second position. Gets a little crossed up. There comes a slider from Caden Barker. G turns it back underneath your race off for turn 4 for the transfer position. Now G setting his sights now on DeBono out in front, but here he comes, Mitchell G, winding that thing up. Caden Barker crashing out in turns number 1 and 2. Here he comes, G to the inside, slide job into turns 3 and 4.
Oh, he's got it in the whip now. Look at Mitchell G. Now Dylan DeBono battling along. He'll go to the lead. DeBono to the inside. Crossover, slider to the bottom. Here comes G back to the inside. He'll battle on the bottom as they go to turn number 3 up the racetrack. Goes DeBono, slider, crossover off the boards in the fluff off turn 4. Give it back to G. DeBono 1 and 2. They're going to the show. They're pulling away. And they have a battle amongst themselves as they come to halfway next time by.
Gee whiz, isn't G just hauling some serious speed in the number 4 machine right now? So after our third B main, Wesley, we've got a pole shuffle race coming up as well. But here it comes. DeBono back to the inside. I tell you what, Caleb Mills, a hell of a drive. Started position number 9th, up to position number 3, and falling 1 spot shy so far of what could potentially be a main event start. If they finish 3rd, they will not go through.
5 laps to go this time around. Look at Mitchell G, the man leading the way. DeBono there in 2nd. There is Caleb Mills. You're seeing him now on the monitor, sitting in 3rd on the outside, looking in the 1st spot. Barberry way behind, way behind, way behind. I say that, way behind. There's the interval off of turn number 4. Look at this. As they'll come off of turn 4, cars dropping off like flies. Pollard calls it a night. Peal, Barker, Jordanson, Traywin, all out. As also 4 drivers did not start the race, including Traywin Stewart, Shelford Doyle. It is down to the final 5 on the racetrack, and Mitchell G hitting his marks. 3 to go this time around. Evolution B-Main number 2.
Oh, look at Mitchell G. See that cushion? It is deadly. It is brutal. And that nearly just took away his spot in tonight's main event. He done very well to save that car. Right now, I dare say that, well, if I'm Mitchell G, I'm going back to the bottom side knowing that there's only 2 laps to run this time by.
What a run going for Mitchell G. Look at him come. Back to turn 1. Pull it away. Dylan DeBono, he's in the show as well. He's got a pretty good margin over Dylan or Caleb Mills. As long as he holds his line, those 2 transfer in. 004, number 4, 1 and 2. Pollard now calls it quits again. Barberry, Lyons, Mills so far in the back, no one can catch him. They're practicing social distancing here in B-Main 2 and about to bring it to the checkered flag. It's all Mitchell G out in front.
Yeah, G was superb, and this one started 5th. He'll race off for turn 4. He will get the checkered flag. As poor Barney, once again, he's been very, very lazy tonight. Tell you what, he only loves to wave the green and yellows here for some reason. I'm pretty sure he waves the checkers in the feature race. We've got a car upside down, meanwhile, in turns 3 and 4, but that'll have no effect on the 2 drivers going through to the show. Mitchell G gets the win here in B-Main at number 2. Dylan DeBono going to grab that 2nd golden ticket as DeBono going to start position number 23 in tonight's main event.
I got a golden ticket. Mitchell G, Dylan DeBono. Sorry about thinking of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory when you said golden ticket. I had a squirrel moment.
That's okay. That's okay. I've got to give you a nut sometimes.
And that is B-Main number 2. We're looking now for the final B-Main to get underway here. Taking the top 2. Coming up, we got that pole dash with the top 6 fast machines there battling. Or the pole shuffle, that is, actually. That'll set up the lineup for the feature for the first 3 rows. Carol Hoffman's. I'm sorry. It's actually the top 12.
I've been told it's top 2. Yeah, top 2 from the 6 heat races. So
There you go. So 12 cars will battle for the pole shuffle with the 6 rows up for grabs there but because of that. So here we go. Carl Hoffman's on the pole in the 33. Tyler McWilkin just missed it the last time around. In the last heat, he'll have to go through outside row 1 in the 47 for B main 3.
Yeah, Lucky Beatty in a start position number 3. Graham Smith lines up out of position number 4.
Let's make it faster. Brandon Cooley, 59-49. Reagan Edwards, row 3.
Todd Atkins will start position 7. Damian Butler out of position number 8.
Adam Day, 39. Rodney Shutt in the 26th row, number 5.
Then we go back to Brandon Thomas, position number 11, and Bryce Bayfield out of position number 12.
Warwick Taylor in the 43. Jack Murphy in the 055, and that will be the lineup here. 14 cars. It looks like one car did not ring the bell, and that's Jack Murphy in the 055. So 13 drivers will attempt to go for 2 spots in this final opportunity to transfer into A main action here at Volusia for the next round of the Super Dirt Series Midgets on Ultimate Dirt TV.
Barney's
Here they
ready to
come,
wave it,
Barney.
Barney.
Yeah, here we
waving
go,
it.
baby. Finally, get to work. Get to work. Wave that green flag. Underway. We're taking 2. We're underway, Brett. They're in turn 1.
Yeah, it's going to be Carl Hoffman sliding up in front of McQuilkin. Keep an eye on Beatty as well. Beatty is in the yellow and black machine. That's Hoffman's in the orange and black machine. As there goes McQuilkin sliding for the race lead. Couple of cars around in turns 3 and 4. We're going to battle on for the race lead. Here comes Atkins in the 36 machine, but it's all Tyler McQuilkin at this stage.
Back straight away. Look at this. It's McQuilkin out in front. Along with Atkins. Hoffman's on the outside looking in. Here we come, battling for the lead. Are you kidding me? Side by side, and they go to 1. Who's in the battle now? Also, that orange machine of Hoffman sticks his nose in the fight. Beatty also there. Lucky Beatty there in the battle. 4 cars for the lead. Throw a blanket over him here at Volusia from top to bottom, inside and outside. All 4 this time around. 4 to go.
Yeah, a lot of these. Oh, Beatty upside down.
Oh, no.
A lot of these drivers trying to fight for the bottom side of the racetrack. Oh, he got
hit again.
Yeah, he got absolutely punted on that one.
And no cautions in these heat races or B mains in the effort to speed up the show. They only use the yellows in the feature. So either you're in or you're out. And Lockie Beatty, one of the best of iRaces in esports, is out here tonight in his midget number 16.
Tell you what, Rodney Shute is coming in that Mobile 1 number 67 machine. Man, look at Graham Smith trying to throw in the biggest Hail Mary play. I mean, that wasn't even, that's not even a 4th down just yet. It's probably a 2nd down right now, and he's trying to throw that thing 80 yards, Wesley.
Back straight away. Look at Todd Atkins. He is the man out in front. McQuilkin sitting in second, 36-47. They're going to the show. We're set for the second half of Volusia. The final last chance opportunity. Here they come.
And it's McQuilkin at the moment by about 5 car lengths down into 3 and 4. The 67 of Rodney Shute to the inside, being scored as a 26, but he's in the 67. He looks to get 3rd and take that away from Carl Hoffman's Rodney Shute. How about this? If he's in position 3, he is up 7 positions. Make that 6 because he makes a mistake. Catches the inside wall. Here comes Hoffman's to the outside of McQuilkin down into 3 and 4. You race off a 4 with 4 to run.
4 laps to go. Back to turn 1. Atkins, McQuilkin battling for that spot. Here comes those top 2. McQuilkin now. Here comes Hoffman's now. He'll go to the number 2 position. More cars dropping off like flies going out, including Rodney Shutt, Warwick Taylor, Beatty. All these machines out. Bayfield, Butler, Cooley, they know they're done. It's now down to Todd Atkins and Tyler McQuilkin. Hoffman's trying to make something happen. They're going to come to the line in 2 to go this time around.
Well, Todd Atkins is not even in screen at the moment. The 2 cars battling on screen. The 47. That's the Domino's entry on the top side. That's McQuilkin. The slide job comes from the orange and black number 3. That's Carl Hoffman's been scored as the 33. McQuilkin now. Oh no, McQuilkin catches the inside wall. Done and dusted. 1 to go for your race leader. And as long as Carl Hoffman's does not do anything silly here in this final lap, he should make it through to the show. Your leader on screen.
We know that Todd Atkins will. Look at the distance he has over everyone else. As here comes Todd Atkins off of turn 4, clearly on his own. He'll go to the show. Battle for second. Hoffman's on the bottom. He'll get it done. He is going into the program. Everyone else will call it a night. Spinning, flipping, across the line. Your night's over. Thanks for playing. As that will wrap her up here in the final preliminary of the action. Barney, the iRacing flagman, still not waving the checkered flag. I'm about to have a word with iRacing on his pay here tonight. Atkins will finish in the number 1 position. Carl Hoffman, second spot. Everybody else, they will go on to the trailer heading home. A tough break for Lockie Beatty. I know he had a shot. He got involved in an accident in the early going, and so many others. And that'll lock in the A-main field for 24 positions. But first, the pole dash here to lock in the first 6 rows for the feature on Ultimate Dirt TV.
Yeah, just waiting for those first 2 drivers to make their way out onto the racetrack. So once we have those drivers, what we might do, ladies and gentlemen, we might just take a quick commercial break here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Come back in just a few moments' time. Pole shuffle race to line up the first 12 positions in tonight's main event. In fact, you know what? We're not even going to get that far because we are going to go and show the first couple of drivers coming out onto the racetrack in caliber 77. The Momentum Sim Sports entry, Brad O'Brien. Just awaiting the second driver. That looks like it's going to be the 57. And that is Elliot Osborne. So that'll be the first 2 cars on the racetrack. And, well, Wesley, there's no point in having the ticker up because it's only going to go off the warm-up times. And that doesn't help us when it comes to 2 laps. So what we'll do...
Yeah, I think you know these guys, so I'm just going to let you call this one. I'm going to step aside for a second and let you call this 6-lap, 12-car pole shuffle, and we'll be ready to go for the A-main.
All right, here we go. Elliot Osborne on the outside. Brad O'Brien on the inside. O'Brien is probably a car length in front of Osborne, but it looks like race control going to let that start go. O'Brien down low through turn number 1 and 2. Osborne working the top side of the speedway. Down into turn number 3 and 4 for the first time of 2 laps in each pole shuffle race. O'Brien is good on the bottom side. That Momentum Sim Sports entry, he's just glued. And I get the feeling that every car that comes out onto the racetrack, they are going to want to start on the bottom side of the speedway into turn number 3 and 4. The first pole shuffle race, that is going to go to Brad O'Brien. Elliot Osborne going to come home second. He will start position number 12. Now, there's a very good chance we're going to get lost in what position we are battling for, but we'll do our best. The next car onto the racetrack is going to be Devon Stove in car number 61, Wesley. I'll tell you what, I'll give you, we'll make some bets, Wesley. I'll give you a choice. Who are you picking, inside or outside?
I'm going to pick the outside, the green and black car, the 77. That's what I'm going with.
All right, that's O'Brien. As Stove on the inside. Again, that inside probably the preferred line at the moment. Pole shuffle race number 2. Stove slides up. He gives pretty much just gives the bottom side to Brad O'Brien. And I'm sure O'Brien is going to love that as he drives away from him down the back stretch. Stove 3/4 of the way up, sliding up to the cushion. What can he do through turn number 3 and 4? He nearly pulls alongside him in the start-finish line, but right now it's all Brad O'Brien down into 1 and 2. Stove on the top side. He's got one more opportunity. What can he present with this opportunity? Will he take the pickings? No, I doubt it. He's caught the cushion though, but off at turn 4. Drag goes to the line. O'Brien gonna win. Hey, you're starting to pick some, Wesley. You got a pole shuffle win, buddy. It's not a heat win, it's not a feature win, but it's a pole shuffle win. That still counts, right? So, third pole shuffle race. Next driver making their way out onto the speedway in car number 14. That is Boyd Bowden, the loser. Will start position number 10 in tonight's main event. Again, the top 2, what we're seeing here, the top 2 drivers. So these are the drivers that finished second place in their respected heat races, heats 1 through to 6, and then they will take on the winner, the heat race winners. Here we go, waiting for a start. Bowden on the inside. Brad O'Brien on the outside. Bowden going to try and protect that line as there goes O'Brien. Catches the inside wall, and Bowden looks to take away the pole shuffle race. He's just got to put one solid lap together here to move on. He's probably got nearly the entire front stretch. Distance over O'Brien. You see Bowden trying to slide up to the top side through turn number 1 and 2. Right now, just playing it a little safer. That's probably the best scenario. You don't want to be down on the inside as Bowden going to win ahead of Brad O'Brien. You don't want to be on the inside where you're going to hit the wall. You don't want to be on the outside where you're going to get the grip roll and flip your car. Brad O'Brien is done. We've got Clayton Davies coming on the racetrack now. This is pole shuffle race number 4. Loser will start position of 9 and winner will go on to at least the outside of the 4th row. Slow pace here into turn number 3 and 4. Past the dirtvision.com billboard, past the VP Racing Fuels, and past the Hoosier sign. Here we go. Green flag goes out. Clayton Davies on the inside. Bowden on the outside. Down into 1 and 2 we go. And the bottom side, well, just like I predicted, Bowden got some issues there through turn number 3. Davies slides up to the cushion out of turn number 4. White flag is out. It's going to look like Bowden going to start position number 9 inside row 5 in tonight's main event. Davies, 2 solid turns to go into turn number 3 and 4. Pole shuffle race number 4 is complete, and Clayton Davies going to get the win. Not surprised to see the drivers that are coming out onto the racetrack.
And here's what people don't realize, Brett. This is kind of like King of the Hill in the United States when they do their type deal. I've done some of these before, like the King of the Mountain at the Fast Track World Championship with some dirt late model cars. If you advance, you stay on the racetrack. If you take down the person that you beat before, then they're eliminated, then you stay on. Or if you beat that car, then you stay on the racetrack. And then it's a process of elimination, if you will, as now we have the 11 and the 60 about to battle each other.
Yeah, the 11 of Harry Stewart. This should be an absolute corker of a race. Harry Stewart finished second in heat number 1 behind Joel Berkeley. Here we go. Davies to the inside on Stewart. Stewart really protecting that bottom side groove down through turn number 1 and 2. Davies going to follow him down into 3 and 4. Waiting for Stewart to potentially open up the door. Not going to happen. Excuse me, Davies at left front caught that tyre. Davies catching the inside wall once again. And now from here on out, the winner of this pole shuffle race goes on to take on the heat race winners. Heat number 6 winner coming out next, and that's going to be Harry Stewart getting the win here in pole shuffle race. Clayton Davies going to come home second. And now we start to move in to what is going to be position number 7. In tonight's main event, Harry Stewart will take on, it looks like, the 51 machine for Momentum Sim Sports. That is Clayton Tilley. Hey, by the way, you got Brad O'Brien right correctly before, by the way. So, at this stage, you are 1 from 1. You're 100% correct.
I don't want to jinx anything. So, I don't want to jinx anything.
You're not going to take anybody?
I'm going to go with us. I'm going to keep on with Stewart in the Valvoline machine. He's looking really good.
All right. I'll tell you what. Just for argument's sake, I'll take Tilley. I'll see who's right. 9 out of 10 times I'm right. Can Wesley get one over me? Green flag is out. Loser.
You even want to argue with me in the morning.
Yeah. I'll argue with the 24/7 if I get the chance to. Friendly fire. Green flag is out. Back stretch into turn number 3 and 4. Tilley on the bottom. Stewart on the top side. Look out. There he goes. Bye-bye, Stewart. See? You picked him. Harry. Hashtag blame Wesley. There's Tilley through 1 and 2. Stewart going to start position 7 in tonight's main event. Tilley just going to take it easy and just glide across the line here on the front stretch. And now we get into Our
I
last.
have no comment, Harry Stewart.
We now get into the 5 final pole shuffle races of the night. And this will line up the first 3 rows. Who do you want? Do you want the 51? Oh, look, I'll tell you what, I'm going the 51 here. I ain't going to lose. Charlie's in the 51.
Well, it looks like he's having some netcode issues, so I'm going to go with Clayton Tilley.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go with the 51. So I know I can't lose. They both drive the 51. Stralo on the inside. It's Tilley on the outside. It's going to be the TJS Sim Sports Dryden 51 entry of Stralo. Good down the back stretch into turns 3 and 4. You see Tilley work in the middle now. Tries to cut it back down and try and open up that top on the inside. Stralo's going to shove the door down into 1 and 2. They do make the contact. Left rear to right front. But they both kept it going. Can Stralo hang on here as Tilley trying to dive it down deep into 3 and 4. It's going to be Stralo holding on. Man, you go 1 from 1 to 1 from 3. I'm not going to hold that over you. By the way, just saying, I picked the winner on that one. I told you the 51 was going to win.
Blah, 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 blah.
I couldn't go wrong on that one. They were both driving the 51. Oh, speaking of 51s, how about this 51? The United Sim Sports Valvoline. I'm picking Bradley Stewart, by the way. Here we go. Loser will start position 5. The defending Midgets Super League champion and the Midgets Speed Week champion, Bradley Oldfield. And I believe he's actually close to being the points leader. If not, he is the points leader by a couple of points over Harry Stewart on our Wednesday night series. As there goes Stralo to the top side. That's Oldfield, in fact, in the 51. So again, it's a battle of the 51s through turn number 1 and 2. Oldfield on screen right now. You don't really see Tyler Stralo in the mix because he's not there. You may see him come to the top right of your screen. There he is, just shooting in the picture off of turn 4. Oldfield will win. Stralo will start position number 5. And now we get to the first 2 rows, Wesley. It all comes down to this.
So this will decide 4th.
This will decide 4th. Aaron Kelly for DMS Sim Sports and the MG Contracting. Number 2 machine. Kelly on the inside. Who you got? Kelly or Oldfield?
I'm going to go with Oldfield.
For argument's sake, again, I'll take Kelly. Here we go. Green flag is out. Kelly on the inside.
I actually enjoyed the pole shuffle better than the dash races, actually.
Absolutely. Oh, look at Oldfield rocking around the outside and into the race lead. No doubt you'll see that number 2 machine come back into the bottom of your screen. Here he comes off of turn 4. Man, Oldfield, he's just put Aaron Kelly on notice. There he is, Aaron Kelly. He's going to be thinking, what did I do wrong there? I've done absolutely nothing wrong. Oldfield protects the bottom side. Kelly up on the top side. Here he comes out of turn number 4. Who's going to get it at the line? Oldfield will win. And Kelly's had enough. He wants to go back to pit road quicker than expected.
Wanted to jump the fence there.
Oldfield will now take on, I believe that is going to be Bob King in the Tinder machine.
I'm still staying with Oldfield.
That is a very, very good pick.
This will decide 3rd, am I correct?
That is absolutely correct.
Inside row 2.
And the winner's going to go on to... winner's going to start on the front row regardless. Here we go. Oldfield on the bottom side. King up on the top side. Oldfield. It was decent through 1 and 2, but not as good as what King was on the top side. Oldfield very good at running the bottom side and just making these cars work on the bottom. Here he comes. He will lead lap number 1. King going to come back down to the low side into turn number 3 and 4. It's Bradley Oldfield. He has got this Valvoline United Sim Sports Origin Graphics 51 hooked up right now into turns 3 and 4. King nowhere to be seen. King's come back into picture. Not going to happen. And Oldfield will advance to the front row. from what I think was the original starting position of, I think, 4th or 5th. And he's now...
Now, the question is, will he be the pole winner? This will lock up the front row.
Quickly, Joel Berkeley, Bradley Oldfield.
I'm staying with Oldfield.
Okay.
Berkeley's good, but I'm going with Oldfield.
Man, you're really starting to test the waters here. Here we go, Berkeley in that number 9 machine, the Tinder entry. Oldfield, the United Sim Sports Valvoline entry. Slick Sim Sports up against United Sim Sports. It's Berkeley. Look at Oldfield roll the top side. Man, he is not afraid to put that thing on the top and just let it sail and let it eat that cushion all the way around the virtual Volusia Speedway Park. And Bradley Oldfield, man, oh man, no matter where he goes at the moment, he is just on a tear right now. Final time, Berkeley going to go upside down in a big way. What better way to go out in spectacular fashion? Berkeley Rex and Bradley Oldfield goes from the...
I was 4-0 there to the finish.
Yep. I mean, it took you 3 misses to get that 4-0, but I'll give it to you. Credit where credit's due. You got 4 in a row. Tell you what,
so Bradley Oldfield is the winner of the pole shuffle. He will start on the pole. The Tinder car of Joe Berkeley has nothing to be shy about. He will be on the outside of this race in second. A hell of a front row for the A-Main, about to get underway in just a moment after a quick warm-up with the Super Dirt Series on this Tuesday morning in the United States, Tuesday night in Australia on Ultimate Dirt TV.
Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ultimate Dirt TV's coverage here of the Super Dirt Series Midgets here at the virtual Volusia Speedway Park. Brett Wheeler joined alongside Mr. Wesley Outland. Let's quickly take a look. Your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Now, these first 12 positions, 6 rows are going to be mixed up just a little bit. Bradley Oldfield starts position 1. Joel Berkeley will start position 2. Bob King out of position 3. Aaron Kelly, position 4. It's either Tyler Stralo and Clayton Tilley. They start 5 and 6. Harry Stewart will start alongside Clayton Davies. Boyd Bowden will start alongside Devon Stone. We're just going to go with this one. Brad Osborne, Elliot Osborne. And then we go back to row number 7, Wesley, from here, 13th through the 24th.
Colum Davidson will fire 13th, 14th, Mitchell Broom.
Damon Mush and Hayden Pascoe inside and outside row 8.
Row number 9, Caden Brown 97 and Aaron Hatton to 211.
Old Aaron out of position number 18. Rico Robles and Mitchell G out of position number 19 and 20.
Row number 11 for 21st and 22nd, Todd Atkins 36 and Kane Deller in the 95.
Then we go back to Dylan DeBono and Carl Hoffman's out of position number 23 and 24.
There you go. We did it. We got the lineup in.
Yeah, well, those first 12 positions are... I mean, I know the first 4 positions are correct, but...
the way the lineup is set, for those that are wondering, is probably because of the way the heat race lineups were, but they did that 12
correct.
Cars pole shuffle, and that reset the field, so that's why you have, again, those drivers changing up things here, so...
Tell you what, let's pick a winner. Pick one. Go.
Oh, my goodness. I want to go with my Valvoline guy, man. He won the pole shuffle for me, so I'm gonna stick with him.
Well, I'll tell you what, I got the guy on the outside of the front row, Joel Berkeley.
Joel Berkeley?
Yeah.
Oh, good pick.
Yeah. Look, just for argument's sake, pick a second driver, just in case.
Oh my goodness. Tyler Strelo.
Okay, I'm going Harry Stewart.
I was actually thinking of that. I just literally bit my tongue there and just said Tyler too quickly. So, man, yeah, there you go.
I'm happy with that. Anyhow, green flag off of turn number 4, this time by. Waiting for the call from race control for the green flag. Bradley Oldfield and Joel Berkeley on the front row. It's time to get naughty for 40. Wesley down into turn number 1 and 2. Berkeley on the top side. Oldfield slid up in front of him. Berkeley, he really hit the rear crash bar on that 51 machine.
Got a couple of tender cars there with Bob King and Tyler Strelo. Joel Berkeley in that mix. Look at them sliding 3 wide, almost behind for third. Opening lap.
Berkeley's upside down.
We got one upside down. Is that Joel Berkeley?
That's Berkeley.
Wow.
It's Berkeley, unfortunately.
There goes your pick. Wicked Cushion Instant Replay. Number 9 is out here. Wow. What happened, Brett Wheeler?
All right, let's just slow it down and find out. Oh, he caught...
He hit the wall.
He caught the wall there. I think Strahler was sort of moving up the racetrack as it was, but nonetheless, Berkeley had definitely contact with that outside concrete wall. Either way, he was going to be doomed one way or another.
Will hopped off the right rear of the 51, and that just helped him send him flying and flipping in the pack. Here comes some other guys getting into him. Number 2 just barely missed him there.
Damon Mush caught him in that 12 in that blue machine. And Berkeley goes for a hard ride into the concrete wall. I think it's safe to say that that date ended prematurely.
Well, you still got Harry Stewart, so.
Yeah. Tinder joke. No worries. Okay. Well, we'll move away from it.
And your man's now in third. The guy you're riding with is your second pick, Harry Stewart. And
yeah. Well, technically,
my second pick.
Yeah. Well, look, because we're inside of 5 laps, Berkeley's no longer my pick anymore. So I take Stewart as my first pick, and I still get to have a second pick at this.
Okay. I'm thinking you're probably going to go with Clayton Tilley. Am I right?
Nope. I'm going with Todd Atkins.
No. Okay.
Now he is down. He's restarting in 16th position. Look,
I was about to say, holy cow!
I'm going to make these guys work for it. Big night on UDTV tonight. Couple of different broadcasts going on at the same time. I know Steve McMillian has got a money modified race for KRM. I think it is tonight. It's tonight the 28th. Yes, tonight is the 28th. So yes, that'll be on tonight. Not sure what time, but I think 9:30 Eastern I'll have a modified race as well. But more on that later on. Green flag is out. Oldfield and Stewart down to the low side. Look at Aaron Kelly working the outside right in behind Bob King. So it's a pair of 2s upstairs. Oh no! Oh, King with that poor internet connection. And Kelly got him. But meanwhile, there goes Harry Stewart into second.
Off of turn number 2. Oldfield under attack. Harry Stewart on the bottom. Bob King is there. Clayton Tilley, top 4.
Man,
A lot of net code issue on that number.
It's a producer's nightmare when you got people that don't have a stable internet connection.
Yes, sir. Net code on the tender machine on the outside lane of Bob King. And he's in the wall. He's in the wall. He's flipping. And he has disappeared. I think he's out.
He Alt F4. Smart move. Smart move. It actually kept the race going. So thank you, Mr. King. Meanwhile, Clayton Tilley moved into third. There's your top three on screen. Take a look. Who is up to position 11 and who is carving through this field. Let's get a closer shot on that number 36 machine as he moves one car out of the way.
Woo! He got him in there. And I don't see a caution yet, but that was Atkins fighting for it hard. And that 36 machine, he has moved up 5 positions already now outside the top 10. And look at this battle for the lead. Team Valvoline going at it. Oldfield, Harry Stewart, Clayton Tilley in that battle now, back to 1.
Yeah, you see Tilley in that 51. That's him there for Momentum Sim Sports. The black and red machine up to or in position number 3. I tell you what, Caden Brown from 17th to 4th already. And we've just rolled over for what is essentially only 8 laps in because we didn't do the first lap under the green flag condition. We got the lineup sorted correctly for this main event. But I'll tell you what, we'll go with it. 9 laps in and Caden Brown up 13 positions.
What a run. Look at this battle now. This is for the lead. Couple of Valvoline cars battling for position. To the outside, Oldfield trying to hold off Harry Stewart. Stewart in the number 2 spot. 51, Tilley. Here he comes, closing in by a cat's whisker on the fluff off of turn 4. Missing him. Bounces off the wall, it looks like. Now he'll dive bomb and catfish on the inside. As it's still Oldfield pulling away down the back straightaway, working now lap 11.
These two guys are probably two of the best. Oh, hang on. The series is about to go off just then, but these two drivers out in front, Oldfield and Stewart, probably two of the best when it comes to midget racing. I'm going to put them in all across iRacing because these drivers, they are very, very quick in a midget. And these guys actually finished on a Wednesday night series last season. More so last year. They finished 1-2 and it was Oldfield who won ahead of Stewart. This time, I think we're heading at around 17 or 18 as we've got a yellow coming out and these two drivers are at the front.
Back her down, guys. We got a caution. As we are under yellow flag, we'll find out what happened here. Wicked cushion instant replay.
That's Elliot Osborne and Carl Hoffmans. That just looks like a bit of retaliation. Silly move.
Put him in there and spun them both around. Both kept going. But they called the caution on them.
Yeah, that's just going to go back a little further because, yeah.
You're thinking there might have been a little contact between the two before this?
Yeah, I think so. But I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Doesn't look like it. I mean, that's 3 laps ago now. There was no need for him to do that. Oh, here we go. See, he's behind him. He's behind him. He's on the top. Berkeley's back out there.
He might have got hung in there somewhere. Let's see here. Well, that's his own mistake. Yeah, why would he? Yeah.
It's very strange. By the way, Berkeley's up to 18th. He's back on the racetrack.
How about that? Yeah.
I'm still taking Stewart though.
All right, still. We're 14 laps in though, so still a lot of racing left to go. Lights are off on the pace truck.
Yeah, Peter's flicked the lights off. We're ready to go green. In fact, ran a midget race, a fixed setup race with both Bradley and Harry last night. And actually, Harry got the better of him last night at Lernerville. And then Harry actually went up to win the sprint cars. He actually beat me. Greasy little monkey.
Bradley Oldfield ready to bring him back to green. Harry Stewart, Clayton Tilley, Caden Brown. Here they come with Aaron Kelly, your top 5. Pace truck is in. We're back to green here at Volusia.
Yeah, Oldfield with a good start there. Keep an eye on that 97, the black and yellow car. Here he comes, winding it up on the outside. That is Caden Brown. Caden Brown going to move into position at number 3 as there goes Stewart to the inside again. Bradley Oldfield, he's now gone and made his way up to the top side, but here comes Stewart. Slide job down into turn number 1 and 2, and Bradley Oldfield knuckling till he comes back, and Caden Brown, here comes Kelly. Through the middle, 3 wide for 3rd, 4th and 5th. Look at the top 5. You can throw a blanket over man. Kelly nearly drives through the cockpit of the 51 of Bradley Oldfield, and Stewart to the race lead.
4 wide behind them. Up in the field now as Oldfield. Brown now battles Aaron Kelly. Here comes Harry Stewart, the leader. Look at Stewart off of turn 4. Oldfield trying to come back on the inside. He's trying to also battle Aaron Kelly for second as they go back to turn number 1.
Yeah, Kelly started to really find his mojo. Yellow is out. Those top 5 drivers, man oh man. What a race they put on. Let's take a look at the Wicked Cushion instant replay. The driver for TJS Sim Sports, Tyler Stralo in the 51. There's some contact there with Carl Hoffmans. Carl Hoffmans might not be a popular fella. That's the second person that's tried to take him out. Slow-mo with this one. Deliberately turns right and then tries to make it look not so intentional. We got a full moon tonight or what? What's going on?
Feels like it, huh?
It really does. Let's take a look. See if we can find out if we got a full moon. Let's see if the lights are still flashing on the pace truck. Still flashing around the venue. Sure, you've been to this racetrack plenty of times before, Wesley.
I have. Normally I go down there every year, down there in February for the Dirt Car Nationals with the World Racing Group. And, you know, they've done a lot of different things to the racetrack. And one of the things that's not been showed yet is the new grandstands on iRacing. That's still the same type of grandstanding that used to be there at Volusia. They actually have a brand new massive grandstand all the way down the front straightaway and a brand new press box to boot. And that's just one of those updates that have not been done yet on the iRacing server. But Volusia is a very exciting racetrack. They've done everything they could in the last couple of years to also improve on safety. And nothing has changed there. The same look with the billboards and the walls around. When you go to the Dirt Car Nationals in February, you see the same outlook too. So here they come. Blimp view, high above. Barney finally working, getting his dollar. For iRacing, green in the air, battling for the lead. Stewart and Oldfield side by side as they go back to the back straightaway here at turn number 4, coming upon halfway and 2 to go.
Yeah, this should be a good shot, a good action shot right now of just at how close these drivers are. Stewart leads Oldfield. Now here comes Kelly in the number 2 machine on the top side of the racetrack. It just goes to show you how good is dynamic track conditions. Wesley, a lot of drivers work that bottom side. That bottom side was the place to be during the pole shuffle race. Now, ever since Bradley Oldfield made the top side work in this final couple of pole shuffle races, we're seeing a real top and bottom side racetrack at the moment.
Off of turn number 4, Harry Stewart, the man. We got another caution out again. Trouble.
That's going to be Kane Della this time. In the United Sim Sports number 95 machine, the Wicked Cushion instant replay. It's not Kane. Where's Kane? There he is. Let's go back. Ooh, tough go. Yeah, right. Dylan DeBono. What's this one? Now, oh, he has contact with another car. Let's find out who it was. It was DeBono and Osborne. Osborne around the outside. Wheels cocked all the way to the right. That's just a racing deal, unfortunately, for Kane Della. DeBono nowhere to go with the exchange with Osborne. That shot that 03 machine down to the inside. And there goes Kane Della flipping wildly. His teammate, in fact, Hayden Pascoe, hits him after the initial contact. And well, poor bloke's already in a neck brace. He had a motorbike accident, I want to say about 4 or 5 weeks ago. Spent several nights, maybe even a week, in the hospital.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, but actually, he was actually telling me last night that his brace actually broke on his back. And what they did was they used race tape to get it back stronger than ever. And it's good as gold. So race tape fixes everything, Wesley.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
21 down. What is essentially now halfway home, because 20 laps for the half race distance. We've got a 40 lap main event. We added that extra lap on. So yes, cross flags, sticks are in the air. Stewart and Kelly working the top side. Oldfield working the bottom side. Kelly's got a run now on Stewart. Stewart's got a choice to make. He'll use the middle groove, and now he's looking to stay right in the mid groove and try and get the drive off of turn 4. But Kelly looks to be in the race lead.
Stewart on the bottom. Drifts now up to the outside lane. Here comes Aaron Kelly looking for the lead on the back straightaway. To the inside of Stewart. The caution's out. It'll be for naught.
Well, let's take a look. What's coming up on screen? Wicked Cushion instant replay. See what happened to the driver of the 03 machine, Dylan DeBono. On screen. Oh, just got into the back of Mitchell Broom there. Spun the car, and thankfully he's stayed on all fours. Just a little error in judgment there from the Momentum Sim Sports driver. Just probably driving a little too deep. Maybe Mitchell Broom got off the gas a lot more than what DeBono had expected him, but there he goes, DeBono. Pascoe did well to miss him. Slides up into the outside wall. It can happen in the blink of an eye. I think Aaron Kelly gets the race lead too. He does. Look at the concentration in his eyes. This bloke does not blink. Do you reckon that's a man focused or what?
Just focused. I was going to say the words. Yeah, you stole the words right out of my mouth, from Australia to the North Carolina, the U.S. Yeah, I'm focused. Mental focus there for that man that they're going to put back as the leader. As Stewart, though, and he's going to be poised like a coiled cobra, ready to strike on his prey. And that prey is that man right there in focus in the number 1 position. As we'll get ready to come for the restart here. 22 of 41 complete. The 40-lap race just after halfway. Aaron Kelly weasels by in turn 2 on Harry Stewart right before the Banana Republic flag went in the air. And he is the man out in front. Stewart, Brown, Oldfield, Davies, your top 5. O'Brien, Ackley, Stove, Davidson, top 10. Green back in the air. And look at the pull away Kelly got over Stewart and company from the blimp view as they go back to turn 1.
Yeah, Caden Brown trying the big move there down into turn number 1 and 2 on Harry Stewart. Was unable to do so. Here he comes again back to the inside. Looks for the slide job. Stewart now uses the crossover. Let's get away from that view. Let's just go back to that view. Let's keep it nice and simple for you, Wesley. Stewart slides up in front of Brown. Look at Clayton Davies on the bottom side. Meanwhile, Todd Atkins, Wesley, he's up to 7th. Remember, he was in 16th when I picked him.
Harry Stewart getting to the lead. Trying to run down Aaron Kelly, or will he? Now he's under attack to lose second as Caden Brown goes to the inside. He'll go to P2 and run down Stewart. Stewart back with the crossover on the inside. Clears him easily down the bottom. Now he'll run down Kelly, and the caution's out again. Here we go.
Yeah, yellow flag.
25 of 41, which is 40 laps event, so it's about 15 laps to go. And here is your Wicked Cushion instant replay. We'll find where this all come unglued here.
Elliot Osborne it is in the 57 machine. Now he was in a driver that got some serious airtime.
And had some help to boot. Put him in the infield. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Literally lurched him through the air, Matrix style, if you will, and had a lift off after rim riding into the wall in turn one. He came back down to the bottom of the racetrack. Look at this. Helping him get in the air. Flies through the air to the bottom of the apron now. And then another car just lurches him forward into the infield.
Yeah,
there you go, buddy. I'll give you the assist.
I can tell you now, that was actually Dylan DeBono. And these two drivers come together there on the front stretch some 10 or 12 laps ago, what it felt like. Just no place to go. This time, he does it all on his own.
Man, nobody picked Aaron Kelly.
You know, I looked at him and I thought, you know what, with the drivers around him,
it's going to be difficult. Maybe.
Yes, he was definitely a finish at a top 5, top 3 potentially.
And how about Caden Brown? Wow.
Yeah, Caden Brown.
I mean, here's the thing.
17th.
There's so many talented drivers here. There's so many talented drivers. It's not disrespectful to take anybody and not pick who it is. We just, it's hard to just place one. But there's so much talent in this roster to place bets on. I mean, it's crazy. Here we go, back for green. Aaron Kelly on the outside. Here comes Caden Brown. Slide job off 2. Trying to close in on him, and Kelly will scamper away.
While Kelly scampers away to the race lead, it's Harry Stewart back to the inside on Caden Brown. Here comes Clayton Davies as well.
Caution.
Story of the night. Peter, he's finally back out.
And finally, Barney, the iRacing flagman's doing his job, waving the yellow flag.
Seems as though he's only got 2 flags to wave.
Let's see what happened. Wicked cushion, instant replay.
Tilly,
oh, wow.
Tilly just looks to get into the side there. Damon Mush. Well, not much that Tilly could do, or Mush could do in that instant. And then in comes Callum Davidson.
And that's what got it all started there. There goes Tilly.
That's
That's
scary.
Into the boards.
That's scary going top of the roll cage, top of the chassis, into the cushion, and then heading straight up to the fence. That looked way worse in slow-mo. See it in normal speed.
Yeah, I think so. For sure. Let's check it out one more time. Look at Tilly. Oh, wow. Turned into the fence. Wow. Wicked cushion instant replay. Another dynamite job there on their cameras here around Volusia.
Looks like
it's coming down the white knuckle time. 28 of 41.
Yeah, lights are out too, so they should go back to lap 27, so we've still got 14 to run.
Got my money on I still am sticking with Oldfield, but I think my second pick, who was it? Was it wasn't it Clayton Davies? No, it wasn't Clayton Davies.
You went Strallo.
Yeah, I went with Strallo. He's out.
He's in 14th.
He's 14th. Yeah.
Yeah, I went Harry Stewart, and I went with
after Joel Berkeley. Yeah, Berkeley's all the way back to 17th, and he hasn't really made a advancement back through the field. But we are back to green here at Volusia.
Yeah, 14 to run down the back stretch. It'll be 13 this time right at the start-finish line. Caden Brown, Harry Stewart, side by side. Stewart around the outside on Caden Brown. Caden Brown, he's got the real-life experience. Harry Stewart, in fact, getting and driving a compact speed car this season, I believe. But also out in front, Aaron Kelly drives a 410-wing sprint car in Queensland as well. So some real-world talent shining here tonight in the virtual world.
Yeah, I think it's really cool seeing these real racers battling with these sim aces as well, and definitely showing their talents, whether virtual or reality, as we have another caution on the Speedway. Just under 12 laps to go.
Well, I can tell you what it is already, and I think for the third time tonight. First time, it wasn't his fault. Second time was. Third time, let's see. Dylan DeBono. About to show it on screen. Find out what happened here. Just carried a little bit too much speed into the turn.
Just threw it in there a little too much. Maybe they might have threw the yellow a little too quickly, but we know how these iRacing servers are. If your car just gets turned a tad, iRacing will pick it up and they'll quickly throw the yellow flag, and that's what happened, I believe.
Yeah, it's like really bad at the smaller tracks. It's really bad at Lernerville, especially in 1 and 2, especially if you're off the edge of the racetrack too. But you know what? It's saying that they give us a hell of a platform to do what we love to do and just talk about racing and just seeing its progression. For what is over the last 3.5 years, it's come a long way from what we first seen.
And this race far from over, as we still have Aaron Kelly out in front, but this event still coming to the final 10 laps or so. What a run for Aaron Kelly! Nobody even picked him. I didn't even have him in the radar, and he is definitely the man out in front. Harry Stewart, who was second in the pole shuffle, went on to battle Bradley Oldfield. Oldfield would be the proverbial winner to get the pole, but Oldfield having his own struggles, falling all the way back down to at least 6th, I think it is, on the running board, and or actually 5th. And we still have 12 laps to go? I mean, still a lot of racing remaining, 11. So anything can happen here.
Yeah, it depends if it goes back to lap 29 or whether it stays on 30. Obviously, if it goes back to lap 29, then we obviously start lap 30. But if it stays on lap 30, we start 31, so 11 to go. Looks like it's going to start lap 30. 11 to run, Wesley. Green flag is back out. Closing in on the final 10 laps of this main event. Can Kelly hold on? Will Stewart, Brown, Davies or Oldfield take away the victory?
Aaron Kelly down the back straightaway. Nobody in his miss. The battle there with Stewart on the inside. Caden Brown up top shelf. Off the fluff, off of 4. Battling. Now he's under attack by Clayton Davies for 3rd as they go to turn 1 and 10 remaining.
Yeah, Brown work on the outside. That's Caden Brown on the TFH. Number 97 machine. Look at Oldfield trying to come back through the middle now. There's Todd Atkins sliding into screen, looking for 6 over Brad O'Brien. Brad O'Brien gets back to the inside, reclaims 6. They nearly go 3 wide. Davies on the low side, Brown on the top side. Oldfield trying to come right through the middle. Brown's got the run on the top side. Here comes Oldfield to the middle of the racetrack in turns 3 and 4. Meanwhile, O'Brien hits the cushion and Atkins goes on by.
What a move there. Here comes Todd Atkins. I know you said at one point keep an eye on him. He's starting to slowly climb the ladder. He's now to 6. He's now trying to battle Oldfield. Clayton Davies battling. Also off of 4 with Oldfield. Davies in that mix. Cade Brown. He's in 3rd. Now he goes to 2nd. Taking down Harry Stewart. Here comes Caden Brown. Stewart going to do the crossover slider on the inside to return the favor. He'll try to now get a clear on Brown. Clear gears gets him in 3. And now he'll set his sights on the leader way up there of Aaron Kelly. Does he have enough time though, Brett Wheeler? Laps are winding down with 5 remaining.
5 next time by. It is a 1.2 second gap between 1st and 2nd. Only going to get bigger as Harry Stewart and Caden Brown continue to rage war on each other. 5 remaining this time by. And it's now out to a 1.6 second differential. Caden Brown with a slide job on Stewart once again. Clayton Davies, he is in the perfect spot right now to not only watch this battle for 2nd and 3rd, but he may just sneak up a podium here if Brown and Stewart make one tiny bit of mistake.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. Licking his chops, ready to make some type of an upset here to go to the podium for at least 2nd or 3rd. There's contact. Up in the wall goes Davies. Caden Brown, actually, the one that's up and over. And there's caution. Getting intense, coming down to the wire. Clayton Davies, Harry Stewart, all of these drivers battling. And so was also the driver of Caden Brown. He goes flying through the air. A late race caution and a shootout coming up at Volusia. Look at this. I think that's Stewart. Was that Oldfield that got into him, I think?
Stewart.
Oh, yeah. Or was it Stewart?
Yeah, definitely Stewart. Oldfield was back behind, in fact, Mitchell G, but just goes to show you if you don't carry enough speed or if you're not close enough, well, I mean...
Wow. I think, honestly, Harry Stewart was just going to commit to the top, and he wasn't going to back on and shut the door. And then whenever Brown got up there was nothing there to do except to hit him.
Yeah, again, that's...
I don't see intention in this. I don't see anything intentional.
That just is hard racing. I mean, it sucks for Caden Brown because those Caden Brown and Harry Stewart were putting on one hell of a show here tonight in those final those last 6 or 7 laps.
Yeah, don't count out Clayton Davies and Todd Atkins. I mean, they were all in it. Everybody was battling there for this.
Well, I did say if a mistake comes from Brown or Stewart, Clayton Davies will pounce on this mistake, and he's now in third.
You're exactly right. And the shit is this. What damage is on Harry Stewart in 11? In the second position. How much damage could be on the number 11 machine after that incident with Caden Brown? And Brown's in the pit lane.
Yeah, well, what we're also going to have is a 3-lap sprint to the end. So this is a complete lap 38. Now, remember, the first lap didn't technically count, although it shows on the ticker. So we've still got what is lap 39, 40, and 41 to go. So 3 laps, 1.5 miles around Volusia. Kelly, Stewart, Davies, Atkins, and G. Man, Atkins and G are up 17 and 15 positions respectively. Green flag is out. We'll keep an eye on them running in 4th and 5th position. But now here comes Clayton Davies on the inside of Harry Stewart. Davies works low. Stewart on the top side. 2 to go this time by
Aaron Kelly. He's the man out in front. Harry Stewart, even after that incident a moment ago with Brown, he now battles into the corner. The laps continue to tick away. It's Kelly, it's Stewart, it's Clayton Davies, it's Atkins, it's Gee and Oldfield, a hornet's nest behind the leader, Aaron Kelly. Here he comes off of turn number 4. 1 lap to run. Pick your poison, Volusia. Who will it be? Kelly leads for the final time, Brett, in turn 1.
Here, 3 wide down into turn number 1 and 2. Atkins slides up, nearly gets into the side of Stewart. Look at Mitchell G on the inside, but it is Aaron Kelly down the back stretch into turn number 3 and 4. For the final time, the fireworks about to go off. Photo finish at the line, Barney now racing flagman, not going to wave the checker. I'm very disappointed that he does not wave the checkers there.
Seriously, Barney's got lazy today or something.
But we do have fireworks going off in the background, just to the left of the screen. And we are done. Let's take a look at those feature race results here tonight. Aaron Kelly is victorious for DMS Sim Sports, 1.2 seconds in what was essentially, Wesley, 3 laps to the end. That is, that's 0.4 of a second per lap. That
just shows you how good Kelly's car was. Bottom line, in a 3-lap shootout, he pulled away almost 1.2 seconds from the pack of Stewart and Company.
Harry Stewart grabs second. Todd Atkins third. Just saying, I've got second and third in that exchange. And
you did.
I mean, if you want to go back and nitpick, Berkeley rallied back to 10th. So I had 3 drivers inside the top 10. Anyhow.
Yeah, you did.
Mitchell G.
It is too early to argue with you in North Carolina, in the United States. So just, fine. There's the rundown. Again, Kelly the winner, Stewart, Atkins, Gee, Oldfield top 5, Davies, O'Brien, Hatton, Stove, Berkeley, your pick that crashed on the start, finishes 10th. Broom, Davidson, Mush, Pasco, Deller, Hoffman's, DeBono, Strelo, the top 18 of the 24 starters on back. Here's 19 through 24th. If we can scroll on up to the queue. You ask and you shall receive. Tyler Strelo again. Caden Brown, tough break for him. Tilly Osborne, Robles, King, and Bowden. The top 24 when it's all said and done. Again, nobody was picking the 2 car. What a good run for him. Wow.
Just an absolute stellar performance here by Aaron Kelly. And we're going to go and chat to our top three. We're only gonna have a quick chat to them. So what we'll do, you can stay here. I'm gonna go here, and we're going to bring in our race winner here tonight. Here in just a second. Here he is, as Aaron Kelly gets the win. Well, Aaron, congratulations on this victory. Not going to lie, Wesley and I, we didn't actually pick you, but I did say during the call that I did think you were going to be a top 5 car, but you proved everybody wrong.
Yeah, Carp felt unreal. I think that's back-to-back now in this league, and, it's pretty good. You got guys like Joel, Brad, Harry still running it, so... Look, we found a lot of speed lately. I don't know where it's come from, but it feels good, and, yeah.
A track that, you had to really work all over top, bottom. The bottom was there during the first couple of races, that pole shuffle races. Bradley Oldfield sort of showed you guys that the top was going to be very quick during those pole shuffle races. Did you learn something from those pole shuffle races and sort of make those necessary setup adjustments?
I learned we were too tight. No, I never actually went to the bottom once in the feature. I stayed up the top and just committed to the top. I knew it was going to come in eventually, and sure enough, when it came in, I was the first one up there. So it was a good race. It was a fun track. Like I said, the bottom was there, middle was there, but I think the top, if you just had to hit your marks, and it was too good.
Oh. Aaron Kelly, Wesley Outland here with you, UDTV, battling with Stewart along there just before the opening 10 laps, and you cleared him. What was that like getting around him?
No, it felt good. Well, I knew I had speed. I was obviously with my teammate Caden. We knew we had speed. And once I got past Brad, I knew Harry was going to be a big challenge, and I knew once I got back at Harry, he'd probably move lines, and he did. And luckily, I could just put my car anywhere. I think we set it up soft enough in the right rear that I could run anywhere I wanted. But yeah, I mean, it was a fun race at the start, and then after that, it was just a matter of, like I said, just trying to hold your line and not put it in the fence.
Well, a pretty dominating performance considering that that final restart, 3 to go, you win by 1.2 seconds. Just goes to show that you certainly had your car on a rail here tonight. What was going through your mind there on that final restart, knowing that there's only 3 laps to go, just to get this checkered flag in?
No, we had a similar incident last week. I had a 6.6 second lead or something in the last week's meeting, and one of my teammates blew a motor and caused a yellow, and the same thing happened this week. Flipped and caused another yellow with 3 to run. But I had faith. I had Jacob and Dale giving me my times and telling me basically everything I needed to know for the final restart, and they knew where Harry was running, and they knew where I was running, and they knew it was going to be strong. So I just knew, obviously, as a racer, you got 3 laps to run, and you feel fast, and you just hit your marks, and you'll get the job done.
Well, buddy, congratulations on this victory. Before we let you go, Aaron, sponsor shouts, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes it happen for you?
Yeah, obviously, big thanks to the boys back at DMS. I know we've been a bit dry as of late, but we haven't been playing that much. But I think we're starting to build our speed back again. We're starting to enjoy it a lot more again. But big thanks to MG Contracting, Bullseye Tipping, and just a big thanks to all the boys back there, especially Dale and Jacob. They were spotting me all night in the feature race, and they told me everything I needed to. They kept telling me the time gaps between me and seconds. So just massive thanks to the boys back there. It was a big team effort.
All right, there we go. Aaron Kelly there, your winner here tonight. Wesley, you want to chat to our second place driver, Harry Stewart, or should I just quickly go through these interviews and wrap them up?
Oh, for sure. Harry Stewart in that number 11 machine. We'll talk with him. And Harry Stewart, you had such a strong run going for you in that number 11, and then you had to deal with the proverbial winner. But you stay out of trouble. A lot of crazy is out there for sure. A lot of cautions. Survive Volusia on the podium in second. Are you happy with the run here tonight?
Yeah, I think I was just trying to save fuel in the first 20 laps when me and Brad were running the bottom. I think as soon as I saw I had maybe enough, I went to the top, and then the yellow came out, and then I checked again. I didn't think I had enough. And then, yeah, I think Aaron got around. I knew Aaron, as soon as he got past, he was going to be pretty impossible to stop. So, yeah, that's... And then, yeah, I realised, I think, like 5 to go, or just before the battle that me and Caden had, I had to go to the bottom or else I was going to run out. Ended up only just making it across the line, actually. So, yeah, more thinking about fuel over anything in the race.
I was going to say, that was going to be my next question. Obviously, not your fault. You had an opening on the outside out of 2 when Caden Brown went up and hit you. It looks like we're actually showing that right now, possibly on the replay of just showing the highlights of the race. But What's your take of what happened with you and Caden Brown? And you're really not at fault in the 11.
Well, I saw him throwing the slider a couple laps before I crossed over. I think 2 or 3 times, and I thought I've only got enough of a run to go all the way around the top without any contact, being able to drive around the slider. But I just think waited 1-2 laps shy, crossing over him. But yeah, it's unfortunate it ended up him DNFing. So yeah, cool race for that.
A good time for sure, definitely. Hey, listen, we're going to let you go. Thank your sponsors on that Valvoline number 11, and a good job on the podium here tonight. Till we meet again.
I'd just like to thank everyone at United Sim Sports, Valvoline, Too Easy Finance, West End Mazda, Parramatta Isuzu Ute, Ultimate Dirt TV, Origin Graphics, and you and Brett for broadcasting.
You're very welcome. Hey, that's Harry Stewart. His number 11 entry will finish in the number 2 spot here as we continue post-race interviews after a wild race. And there's a look again on the replay of what happened here between Caden Brown and Harry Stewart. And again, Stewart not at fault, just simply committed to the outside. And again, just that craziness went on there for Caden Brown, and Stewart held his line to finish in the 2nd position. He is the driver, Harry Stewart. We're going to grab down Todd Atkins, I believe, who will finish this race in 3rd this evening. And Brett Willer is standing by with him now.
Yeah, chatting to the driver on the number 36 machine, Todd Atkins. Todd, yeah, you drive from 21st all the way up to position number 3. Maybe a different outcome had you started a little bit further up in the night, or maybe had you had another 5 or 10 laps left in this main event rather than 3.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like probably the top 8 were all evenly paced, but it was kind of hard to make any positions when obviously everyone was on that same pace, but also the track was fairly rooted, and well, you can't really do much like that. But in the end, we found out the slider line was pretty cool, and yeah, Lockie Horton helped me with that. It was bloody awesome. He was spotting me the whole way through the feature, and every feature I've been in, what I've made in the midgets, it's been awesome because he's been there to spot me, and it's just bloody awesome to have him help us through that.
How big of an advantage is it to have someone spotting you during these events? If a teammate doesn't make the show, it's basically just another set of ears and eyes around you to help you get around this racetrack. It's almost just like having an advantage, but at the same sense, it's a part of what iRacing give us. So if they're going to give it to you, why not use it?
Yeah, exactly. It's completely foreign to me, but ever since I've been doing these big midget races, I've actually realised I'm not too bad in them, but I don't know, there's just something about it. It's so different from real racing, but it's actually a nice breath of fresh air to be able to do that, and I reckon it could actually show the way for real racing what we could have one day.
All right, well, let's talk about your run from 21st to 3rd. Did you have a game plan in mind? Where were you going to be happy come the end of this 40-lap main event?
Just going off the B main, I knew we had pace, but I didn't realise it was actually good enough to go from there to there, so it was good, but obviously with Lockie Horton spotting me, it was just awesome to have him do that, and yeah, that was basically the only reason I was able to, was because of that, and knowing where everyone else is, and it's just makes it so much easier rather than going through it by yourself, so yeah. Alright,
Todd, before we let you go, of course, sponsor shouts, all that good stuff, buddy, who makes it happen for you?
Once again, I can't stress how much Lockie Horton has helped us with it. He's been an absolute awesome team boss and member. He's more than a leader. I'd like to thank Domino Spearwood, Clayton Davies Hymtography, BB Graphics, and RCF Design. Thank you.
There we go, Todd Atkins, home in 3rd place. Wesley, I'll see you back over the other one. But that will wrap up the post-race interviews here tonight, and well, a big congratulations goes to, of course, our top 3 here tonight. Aaron Kelly gets the win ahead of Harry Stewart. Todd Atkins to round out the podium. Now, Todd Atkins, hard charger from 21st to 18, but another couple of honourable mentions as well. Mitchell G from position number 20 up to position at number 4. He advanced 16 positions, and Aaron Hatton from 18th up to 8th. And Wesley, What a way to round up! What a way to finish up Volusia. Crazy finish, a crazy race throughout that 40-lap main event. Couple of yellows here and there, but I mean, with what we've seen basically over the past 3 nights of racing, I tell you what, we've seen some pretty good racing here on the iRacing.com service.
Oh, for sure, man. This was definitely something worth setting my alarm for 6:30 a.m. Eastern in the North Carolina, United States of America to get up for, to join all you great friends of the Super Dirt Series Midgets on Ultimate Dirt TV. Brett, always a privilege and fun time working with you. A hell of a race, a great finish. Congratulations again to Kelly and for everyone else. Big props to them. Even though it's virtual, it was a great event and they made it seem just like reality. We'll get ready to go on to the next one.
That indeed will. Thank you very much for getting up at 6:30. Appreciate the efforts that you do here and everything you do for us here at Ultimate Dirt TV. No doubt, I'm sure you'll be on our airways sooner rather than later. But we'll wrap things up here from Volusia as the Super Dirt Series. Their midgets here at the Volusia Speedway Park is complete. Congratulations goes to Aaron Kelly. Of course, a big thanks to Wicked Cushion, World of Thunder Racing League, and Loud Pedal Productions for their support here on Ultimate Dirt TV. And until next time, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, the management behind the scenes, and on behalf of Wesley Outlander, myself, Brent Wheeler, we say farewell, good night from Volusia, and we'll see you soon.